What is going on, PuckHouse listeners? This is Rick Adams, one-man band by himself. Jack Farris not able to attend. All good. The show must go on. That's what we do, folks. It's how it is. It's how we roll. Where's Jack? No one knows. Listen, folks, it's the NHL draft, the moment we all been waiting for. Sorry to let you down. To all the listeners out there, we knew we were hyping it up here and there about the NHL draft. How we're gonna do something big, a little letdown here with no Jack Farris. It's okay. The show must go on as well. We were going to go live, but we were not able to because our account is so new. YouTube has to do a 24-hour, checkup on us and whatnot. So I guess to make sure we're not doing anything crazy and outlandish, But listen, folks, this is it. We got the NHL draft coming on. It's 7 o'clock. Eastern Standard Time, wherever you're at. It's in Montreal. I can't wait. This is the best time, my favorite, just as good as the NHL free agency and trade deadline. We have a lot to talk about already. We got Letang re-signing for 6 years at $6.1 million. That is crazy to me. 6 years. The money, no problem. The annual fee, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. I have to say, I think it's they're a little sentimental with Letang. I understand, same way as they would be with Crosby and whatnot. I get it. I respect it. That's a good bond they obviously have, between the organization and the player there. So, I think 6 years is a bit much. I was always seeing 2 to 3, max 4. But, hey, listen, let's see how it pans out. I bet you they buy him out around year 4, depending on how good he plays. But listen, I think it's good that they kept him. I think they were always going to keep him aside rather than Malkin. So now I sit here and wonder, what moves do the Pittsburgh Penguins make? What moves do the Pittsburgh Penguins make to make cap space to re-sign Malkin, or do they let Malkin walk? I can't picture him on another team, to be honest with you, to be fair. And that's where I'm at, honestly. I really can't. Maybe Minnesota, maybe LA. I think he goes west. I can't see him really going to somewhere like the Islanders, the Rangers. I can't see him going anywhere like that. I don't know. I really don't know. I really have no landing spot for him. I really don't know. I mean, I could sit here and talk about Malkin all day, all night, but listen, we got the NHL draft. More importantly, big trade to talk about. Can't wait to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Here we are, folks. We got Alex DeBrincat going to Ottawa. I know in the last episode we were talking about DeBrincat on the move. Listen, he went to the Ottawa Senators. I can't believe it. It's crazy to me. It really is. It really is. But listen, folks. So obviously the Blackhawks traded their 7th overall pick. They traded their 39th overall pick, which is second round. Then you got a 2024 third round pick. So listen, I think that Chicago got fleeced. I don't know how they agreed to these terms. If I knew this is what the asking offer was, I wish the Islanders fucking dabbled in this. I just think that's amazing. I think that's crazy. That's all it took to get rid of him, and I expect a full-blown rebuild from the Chicago Blackhawks. I expect Taves to leave. I expect Kane to leave, as long as they are able to find a team that is willing to accept that contract. They got a hefty contract to take on, so we'll figure it out. We'll talk about it. We'll get situated here once that all blows over and then the post draft comes and the free agency comes. I bet you they make some moves. If I was Jonathan Taves and Patrick Kane, I would want out. That's just me. That is just me. But listen, that's Rick's take. I wish I could ask Jack's take, but he's not here. Where's Jack? Send out the fucking the Batman signal. Listen, folks, this is my favorite NHL draft coming up live. They're doing all their big show and kablam with the whole presentation here. They're gonna milk it for a little bit. All good, no worries. But folks, listen, I know I had Ottawa picking a forward, but now I had Nemec dropping, and I know people might have been cursing me out and punching their steering wheel and whatnot, but You know, it, Nemec's gonna. I don't know. I just like I said earlier. It's like I said last episode, folks. Listen, I think there's so many forwards that you can't pass up on, and few D men, and that's usually the case. But I know Nemec's pretty good. I do understand that. But now that the Senators got the it, wouldn't be shocked if they pick Nemec as long as he drops, that low. I know I had him 15th on my pick on my mock draft here, but I don't see him going out of 10, going below 10. I know that's not breaking news because everybody else had them in his top 5 and whatnot, but listen, folks, it's what we're doing. That's how we do it. That's how we roll. Just a little insight and little inside information for you guys. Jack Farris, unable to attend if you're just tuning in now. If you fast forwarded through the intro and whatnot, but Jack Farris unable to attend. I apologize on behalf. He will be here for the post draft. Yeah, and that's really it. And if not, he's getting dropped to waivers, and anybody can claim him. No, we're just kidding. But listen, folks, we're in a commercial break right now for the draft, and I know when you all hear this, you will be pretty much already knowing the results, but that's all right. You'll get to hear my live take, my live intake, and all that good stuff. So, commercial break right now at this second, and what I will say is when there is every commercial break, I will pause this just to give you guys a heads up. So you might hear some little cut-ins and cut-outs. I don't, I'm trying to get some phone calls, some call-ins here to make it go by, but we'll mess with it. We'll keep it rolling, keep it going, and that's really it, folks. So yeah, I got my Corona Limes here. Rick Adams by himself, no Jack Farris. It's all good. It's all good. He's been hyping it up. It's all good. But listen, folks, really, in a real note, I'm pretty confident David Jiricek goes to the Seattle Kraken. Reason that is that they need that right shot defenseman, and he's just going to be the best available right there. It really is between him and Simon Nemec. And I think, me personally, I would pick Jiricek. We talked about him last episode and whatnot, but listen, it's that's who I got going. But another thing I forgot to mention, folks, actually, is Georgiev going to the Avalanche. I think it was a third-round pick and some other things and whatnot. But, it's actually really interesting because Georgiev, very shaky goalie last season. You got to wonder what he does in front of a Colorado Stanley Cup defending champs team. Not that I don't want to discredit and say like, oh, he was playing on the Rangers because the Rangers are a good team. But what happens then? I think Franchise, as I call him, Francois, will get the start there. But they're definitely going to be doing the rotating too. They're definitely going to be doing that. I don't see why not. And now you got to wonder, where does Darcy Kemper go? Where does Darcy Kemper go, folks? That's what I want to know. I want to know where Darcy Kemper goes, and really, where does he land? Because I think he should go to Edmonton. I know that's not really a destination for any player that's looking to get paid due to taxes and whatnot, and maybe lifestyle. But I don't know if he's even from that area. I don't know what the deal is. Didn't look into that much. Maybe he takes a hometown discount, but we'll see. We'll see, folks. That's all I have to say. But we're back from commercial break. It's live right now, live in Montreal. Montreal Canadiens have the first round pick, obviously. Sorry, I was reading here. And yeah, folks, honestly, that's where I'm at. So listen, put it this way. Darcy Kemper is from Saskatoon, just outside of Edmonton. Rick Adams is going to call it right now. Maybe he goes back home. Guy's looking to get paid, right? Looking to get paid. Maybe it happens. So, we'll see. We got Gary Bettman on the podium here, announcing the first round pick, the first overall pick. Folks, for some reason, there's a lady next to Bettman for the first overall pick, holding an Islanders jersey. I want to know what that's about. I mean, the Islanders don't have a pick until the 13th overall pick. Is there going to be a trade? I mean, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but it's Montreal. They're live in Montreal. Why would she be holding that? Well, let's stay tuned. We'll find out. You'll already know when you're listening, but you can skip this part. But really, this is just my live take. I mean, this is very questionable about why would you hold a loose Islander jersey when you're announcing the first overall pick, as if you're going to announce a trade and put that jersey on the next gentleman that is drafted. Very interesting. That's all I have to say. Very interesting. This guy's taking his sweet time. Very sweet time. And we're going to see right now. You know, there's been talks about Shane Wright not going first overall. There's been talks about Slavkovsky, you know. But we'll see. We'll see. You know, we're going to see right now. We're going to see right now, and it's going to be great. This is my favorite time, folks. I'm just repeating myself, skipping record. Ricky Adams repeater. And we'll see. We'll see. So this just in, folks. Marc-Andre Fleury signs 2-year deal, $7 million with the Minnesota Wild. Pretty wild. I did not think he would stay there. That's pretty interesting. That much pay. I know it's Fleury. I feel like you're paying for what he's done, not what he's doing. I think it's a little bit of an overpayment, but who knows if Kaprizov comes back due to what's going on with Russia and stuff. But Putin, don't come and kill me and hunt me down, please. But no, seriously, on a serious note, I think it is a little bit of an overpayment. I think if you told me $5 million to free up at least $2 million, you know, whatever. But here comes the first overall pick, folks. Martin LaFleur, son of Guy LaFleur, announcing the first pick. Folks, I apologize, and no disrespect. It is Tanya Bossy, the nice young lady that was holding the Islanders jersey. They were honoring the past death of Mike Bossy, Guy LaFleur, and they spoke on Brian Marchment. May God bless, rest all their souls. My apologies. I kind of assumed some things. I got some excitement. I got excited. I was like, wait a minute, is the Islanders trading for the first overall pick here? In my dreams, I get it. Haha, you guys are fucking probably talking all shit about me, but that's all right. Had a few already. All right, if you can't tell, I already had a few. But crowd's chanting "Boss." You gotta love it, folks. You gotta love it. Right after Bossy's daughter there was speaking, great cheers, phenomenal, standing ovation, all that stuff. Right? Gary Bettman steps on board the podium. Non-stop booze. Non-stop torrential booze. You gotta love it. It's hysterical to me. I don't know. That to me, that is fucking hysterical. That is hysterical, folks. Whether you love him or hate him, I don't know. I don't hate him. I don't love him. I'm not like, great, this guy's awesome. I'm not sitting here like, I hate this fucking guy. But, gotta love it. Went from booze, booze, booze. He announced the next guest. Martin St. Louis, Canadiens head coach. Place erupted. As it should. It's in Montreal. So, you know, pretty funny. Pretty funny to see. A little laugh, you know, in between something that means business here on draft day. But I want to touch on Martin St. Louis real quick. Martin St. Louis, legend player. Phenomenal player. Great player. All the above, you know. I love what he's doing in Montreal. I think he's going to turn this franchise around. I really do believe in him. I mark my words right now. It's July 7th, NHL 2022 draft day. He is going to turn this team around. Years to come. We'll come back to this episode. I'm calling it now. I believe that I don't want to get too crazy and say they're going to win the Stanley Cup in like fucking 10 years or something, but I don't think 10 years is really outrageous. But listen, all I'm going to say is I think St. Louis is real deal at coaching all around. Guy's very knowledgeable, clear as day. I think he turned around a struggling Cole Caulfield in the earlier season once he came on board, and they had a very similar, body structure, height and everything. So that he knows how to, work on his game and play in this level, given a smaller gentleman in the National Hockey League here. So, pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see. That's all I'm gonna say. It's you gotta love that. New face, new coach, former player come in, help the young guys, help the young kids. So it's going to be really cool. Folks, I really can't wait for them to pick. If they don't pick Shane Wright, that might be the biggest, not upsets, but biggest head turn, Be like a little head scratcher. Maybe not a head scratcher. We'll see how it pans out, but it's going to be crazy, folks. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait. I really can't wait. All right, so it looks like St. Louis done with his little talk there, his little speech. And looks like Mr. Bettman is going to announce the general manager to come out and select their pick. Let's hear it. Let's have a look. And hopefully I don't get copyright strike for this, but all in fair use. 1976, folks, when they passed it. So, folks, sounds like we're going to get a little trade here between Vancouver and the New York Islanders. My New York Islanders. It's going to be very interesting how this happens. I'm not confident in it. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. There is a big bug flying around in my room, but that's okay, folks. Rick Adams not too scared, a little bit, maybe not. Who knows? You could call me all pussy and a crybaby, but it's all good. I just don't like bugs. I'll fucking kill it in a second, fuckface. Listen up, let's talk about it. They're taking forever for this draft. I know it's like a nice little thing here and all that stuff, but it's little crazy to me, but let's see what happens, man. I mean, we're back, folks. Just to update you real quick, all the bees and flies are dead. Just to let you know. New Jersey Devils on the clock. Pick is in. Brodeur looks like he's announcing it. Executive VP and advisor. Let's talk about it. Mr. Brodeur looks great. Looks good. They're saying that they're not going to pick Wright because too many centers, basing off team needs. So yeah, we're gonna see. All right, here we go, folks. Actually, we got Katie Madigan calling in the pick. New hire. Love to see it. Gotta wonder what she does. Let's see what she does right here with this pick. Simone Nemec going second overall to the New Jersey Devils. And I know, everybody's saying, ha, Rick, I told you, blah, 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 all this stuff. But, talk about a shakeup, folks. I didn't think he would, I really had Slavkovsky going there. But, it's all good. It's all good. This has got to be one of the most entertaining drafts, folks, because honestly, a little bit of a shakeup. I mean, I feel like people normally, play it safe going, with the projected first overall, especially Shane Wright and whatnot. So we're gonna see. Kid looks like a stud. I know. Hey, listen, you guys could say, oh, he was your 15th pick, but I went off team needs. I went off my mock draft that I think that would happen. So listen, I'm going off needs. I thought Slavkovsky would go to the Devils. Not even Wright goes to the Devils, basing off team needs. Once again, Jack Farris made an accurate statement going off the best player available, but to an extent, you do need to go off needs. So you can't have 5 centers down the line. So we're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting how this plays out. The kid won silver, at the Hlinka Gretzky Cup. So we'll see. That's all I gotta say. Stay tuned, and we'll go from there. And there's another fly in my room. Be right back, folks. This is crazy to me, folks. This really is. I still can't believe this is going on. Simone Nemec. I think it's a good pick. Listen, basing off team names, where they pick Yurasek or they pick Nemec, it's a good pick. I only had Nemec low, basing off team needs, okay? A lot of forwards you can't really pass up on. The pick is in for the Arizona Coyotes. Really interested to see what happens. Let's see what goes on, and we will go from there. We're gonna have the volume a little low. I'm gonna probably talk over it. I don't want to get copyrighted and whatnot. I know that it's all fair use and whatnot, so it's all good. A button. Wonder if they pick right. If they pick Jirasek, Shane Wright is definitely going to the Kraken. There's no way. But Logan Cooley's still on the board, folks. Man, I love this. This is awesome. Favorite time, favorite place, my place, watching the draft. Drinking some beers, got some wings. Folks, really going to be interesting how Arizona plays out. They got a lot of trouble going on. They got a lot of, playing in a college arena and whatnot. I mean, listen, do you pick your Shane Wright? I mean, why not? He's there. I would. Me personally, if I was Arizona, I'd pick Shane Wright right now. I don't see why you wouldn't. He fell to you. I really don't see why you wouldn't. So we're going to see right now. President and CEO of the Arizona Coyotes is speaking. Don't know much about Xavier Gutierrez. Gutierrez probably butchered his name as well. But we'll see. Going to make the announcement right in here, it looks like, unless they do another speech. But Logan Cooley, folks, going to the Arizona Coyotes. Who would have thought Shane Wright dropping so low? Holy shit. I have no words. Another fucking bee. Does Rick Adams have a bee's nest in his fucking apartment? I mean, really. This is crazy, folks. Logan Cooley to the Arizona Coyotes. I like it a lot. This kid is a threat. Very powerful, strong class, though, regardless. This kid's a threat. We're going to see what happens. They're going to interview him. They're going to do all these things, and we're going to talk about it after. That's amazing, folks. It's amazing. Bettman announces 2 trades. He tells them that. He walks up. Montreal fans are booing the fuck out of him. He goes, "You're losing energy." They go crazy. And he goes, "That's more like it." You gotta love it. 2 trades. Holy shit! Oh no. Oh no. Alright. The Islanders just traded their 13th pick for Romanov and the 98th pick. Oh, not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. Kirby Doc. Okay. Where did he just go? I missed it. I'm fucking focusing on this other shit. What just fucking happened? Kirby Doc went where? Folks, this is a crazy draft. I remember saying there's going to be a lot of moves. I remember saying this, and this is something else, man. Usually, I hate to say it because I'm a hockey guy. Usually, it's the NFL with all this craziness, or the NBA. This is an exciting draft. This is fucking awesome. This is something else. So Romanov going to the Islanders. They give up their fucking 13th overall pick. Kirby Doc to Montreal. That's who it was. That's crazy. Folks, I was just saying how Montreal... is going to be coming back. I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And I think with these moves that they're starting to make, I always liked Kirby Doc. I thought he was underutilized. He's a skilled player. He's not a tiny boy, not a little tiny young man out there on the ice, and he holds his own. I think this is good. It's a fresh start. I called it earlier in the podcast episode. On this episode here, the Chicago Blackhawks are going to be doing a full rebuild. With that being said, they got rid of DeBrincat. They got rid of Doc. Do they move Taves and Kane? So, it's going to be crazy. We'll see. This is awesome. We got the Seattle Kraken on the clock. Do they pick right? Who knows? We'll see. We're about to find out. I mean, Folks, this is one of the most exciting NHL drafts. I think we said it in past. I said in the past episodes. I think it's going to be a lot of moves. So far, so good, and we'll see. We'll see, folks. You know, it's funny. I thought they were going to pick Shane Wright, and this announcer here is saying about addressing the need of center, and they just picked up Doc. So imagine that on the third line, second line there with Doc and Slavkovsky. Folks, I don't know, man. If you can see, if there's able to make the bets now, I'm betting Montreal Canadiens making the playoffs, and might be a little stretch, but we'll see. Wonder what the odds for that is. Find out right now. Actually, maybe it will let us. If it lets me, I'll place the bet, $5. As long as it's good odds here. Let's see. Oh God, it won't even let me in. All right, folks, we'll do that another time. But well. My Islanders got Alexander Romanov. You know, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to feel. I really don't. I'm a little speechless. I wanted Connor Geeky. I really did. They filled a need. They did. They definitely did. Do they make a splash for somebody? Do they sign Johnny Gaudreau? I don't know. We'll see. Ron Francis. Pick is in. Shane Wright. You gotta love it. Shane Wright, supposed to be number 1, going to Seattle. Face of the franchise. Shane Wright, face of the franchise, right there. Listen, he's a complete player. I don't care about the fucking media saying he takes a night off. I was saying it last episode. I don't buy that. I don't think he's gonna take a night off in the NHL. You know, hey, maybe he was up 6-3 and he was taking it a little bit easy so he doesn't fucking blow his fucking knee out and ruin his career. You don't know. You don't know unless you're really watching it. And guess what? If that's all they have to say about this kid, that he takes a night off, I think that's a bit of a reach. So Shane Wright going to the Seattle Kraken. I would have never thought it. I would have never thunk it, you know? Seriously, on a serious note, I mean, I was really thinking that Shane Wright goes top 3. This is amazing. This is one of the most exciting NHL drafts ever, I have to say. And I really wish Jack Farris was here to talk about it. And, folks, not to dwell on that, but, it's I can't wait for next season and watch these kids play and develop, seriously. I mean, all these kids that got drafted, they all should be playing on the third line. Third, second line, depending on what team is needed. Slavkovsky, where he plugs in and whatnot. Cooley should be no doubt NHL ready, playing on Arizona. Same thing with Wright, Shane Wright, playing in Seattle. There's no reason for him not to be. So, we'll see. And then, seriously, Simone Nemec, I mean, they need defense. And I know defensemen take a little bit more to develop, so we'll see. I bet you I know the GM there was saying that he'll start him off in the AHL, see how he plays, and see how they do with camp. But, we'll go from there and see how it is and take it from there, really. So finally, Shane Wright goes, and now Philly is coming up next. I wonder where Philly picks. Do they pick David Jiricek? Do they pick Cutter Gauthier? I had Cutter Gauthier. So, listen, folks, just to run down our list here, I think I missed every single one, and I only got Logan Cooley correct with the Arizona Coyotes. So, it's pretty interesting. 1 for 4. But it's all good. It's a mock draft, folks. So, Islanders get a 2022 4th-round pick, Alexander Romanov, right? And Canadians get Kirby Dach for... Oh, there's a 3-way trade. I'm sorry, folks. Holy shit. Canadians got Kirby Dach. Blackhawks get the 13th overall pick and the 3rd-round pick. This is a mess. This is all over the place, and I had a couple beers, drinking a little bit, but this is crazy, folks. All right, so Philadelphia on the clock. We'll come back once they get their picking. Folks, we got Philadelphia Flyers on the clock right now. Pick is in. Walking up to the podium. John Tortorella, new coach, new face. See what happens. We're going to find out right here.
Philadelphia Flyers would like to welcome Jasmine Martinez from Ed Snyder Youth Hockey and Education to make our first pick.
Chuck Fletcher.
Hello. With the 5th overall pick, the Philadelphia Flyers are proud to pick
Cutter Gauthier going to the Philadelphia Flyers. I called it. Folks, Rick Adams, 2 for 5. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So listen, folks, I really love this pick. I really do. I really do. He brings that style of hockey to the Philadelphia Flyers. He's a bruiser, but he can put pucks in the net. Weighing in at 6'2", 190. Listen, I know I might have said 6'3", 200, but, these guys must have weighed in earlier, whatnot. Maybe they cut weight, whatever, but big boy, right? So, no matter what, hold his own, goal scorer, and, I'll take it. I'm 2 for 5. Not to go in about 2 for 5, yeah, blah, blah, but listen, I don't think anybody really thought this. I don't think anybody really had this going on. I don't think anybody had fucking Shane Wright going to Seattle. But I still can't believe Nemec went 2nd overall. I have to say, I really can't believe that. But basing off team needs. So, very curious where Jurasek goes. We got Columbus coming up. Let's get the paperwork out. I had Matt Savoie going. So, now with that being said, I think they're going to have a little tough decision between Savoie and Jurasek here. Jurasek's available. I would pick him. We know the Senators have traded their pick for DeBrincat, and Chicago is there at the 7th pick. So, we're going to see what happens. I think if Savoie goes to Columbus, I think, no doubt about it, that Chicago is going to pick Jurasek. But, who knows? They just traded Doc, they traded this kid, maybe they pick Kemmel. So, we'll see. I love this shit, man. This is awesome. I love this shit. Folks, we got Columbus Blue Jackets on the clock. Wonder who they're going to pick. They're saying, excuse me, sorry. They have on the draft here on ESPN that Nazar is the best available along with Jurasek. Going to be very interesting how that plays out. You got to wonder what Chicago, fucking Kane probably wants out. Same with Taste. And I bet you see fucking Seth Jones is punching the air saying that he wants out now too. They're going in full rebuild mode. But, you know what? Seth Jones kind of should have known. He's in that system. He knows in that hockey. He's in that locker room. He should be a little bit of aware, that they might be going into a rebuild from when he decided to go there or the trade. I'm sorry, but gonna be interesting. All right, folks. Columbus picks Jurasek. So they pick Jurasek. I like that. I like that fit a lot. Gonna have a good guy, good mobile D-man. People, listen, folks, we don't know until they develop, until they play. I think this guy's gonna eat some minutes up, 3rd line, 2nd line. As long as he shows promise in camp and whatnot. I really don't see him going back to juniors. I don't see him going to the AHL. I really don't. Maybe the first 15 games, maybe the first 20 games. Again, they're comparing this kid to being the lightweight version of Moritz Seider. So, guy has a good shot. So, that's what you need on the back end. Maybe that's what Columbus is missing. I think Columbus needs to get a centerman, a true centerman to fill in that role. That is going to be in between, maybe what's his name, Patrick Laine. and for years to come, and we'll go from there, really. So, and folks, just another heads up, we are only going to do the first 15 because that's all we have covered for the NHL draft here. So, that's all. Year set going to the Columbus Blue Jackets. That makes Rick Adams 2 for 6. All good. I wonder who Chicago picks. I can't wait, folks. They're going to do all the interviews. We're going to end it here for this pick, and we will touch base with the next pick for Chicago Blackhawks. Stay tuned. Chicago has the pick in, and we're about to find out, folks. We're back. Just got another beer. Kevin Korchinski. All right. Going to the Chicago Blackhawks. I like it. I wonder what they do with Seth Jones. I wonder if they move him. I bet you Seth Jones wants out. But given the fact that they just drafted Kevin Korchinski, that could immediately fill that role. Not immediately. My guy might not be NHL ready. They'll see how they develop him at camp. They see how all this stuff works out. But big cap hit. They are, exploring every avenue from what it seems like. Jeez, I know defensemen take a little bit more to develop, but I like Korchinski a lot. Kid's a good puck mover and whatnot. I don't want to repeat myself from last podcast episode, but I like that pick. I had him falling going to the Ducks, but shit changed, man. They moved up, so fuck. Let's see what happens the next pick. We got Detroit Red Wings coming up. I wonder if they go with Connor Geekie. We'll find out, folks. They're going to do the interview. They're going to do all the whole kibit and caboodle. And go from there. Be back. Folks, the pick is in for the Detroit Red Wings. Once they're done interviewing the gentleman from the Chicago Blackhawks organization, they will discuss the pick and announce it. And, it's pretty crazy. I saw something here that their improvement on Korchinski is that he needs to join the Rushmore. So what? He needs to just mentally skate up a little bit and just take a couple extra strides and join the rush? I mean that seems like an easy fix. Again, with these cons, I feel like these cons are nothing to really make a big deal about. I mean, they talk about Shane Wright not, not taking a play off and whatnot. Well, it's a little like vague, Is he up 7-2? You know what I mean? So whatever, that's the case, right? That's the case for it. But folks, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what Detroit picks. I have Connor Geekie going to them, true centerman and big boy there, and we'll see what happens. I think it will happen. I heard rumors about Larkin and Bertuzzi. Maybe they go defense. Maybe they go Denton Matachuk. But we'll see. We will find out. Talking about defense, as an Islander fan here, I am pretty upset that the Islanders traded their 13th overall pick to get Alexander Romanov. I don't know much about Romanov. I can't sit here and say, oh my God, and freak out too much. But I think they could have got somebody better. I know he's young. We'll see what he has to say. Hopefully he proves me wrong. I really hope so. I'm just going based off performance. Listen, it's not like I sit there and religiously watch, the Montreal Canadiens and whatnot, but I know they weren't really a good team, and we'll go. We'll see there. So, folks, it looks like Detroit picked Marco Kasper. That's an interesting pick. I didn't think he'd go 8th overall. He was out of my 15, that's for sure. Marco Kasper, listen, this is a guy who played with grown men. He definitely flourished. He definitely isn't a under the radar guy, but I just thought there was other people before him. This guy is a good playmaker, has a hard shot, nice accurate shot, and he definitely sees the rink very well. I want to say he's very, very good at anticipating the play. I think that's the best way to hit the nail on the head. I like it. I like it a lot. We'll see what happens. And listen, the kid's a centerman, so do they get rid of Larkin? Do they get rid of Bertuzzi? I'm not saying this kid's NHL ready to play right now, right this second, but I know there's rumors, so we'll figure it out and we'll go from there. We got next the Buffalo Sabres on the clock. They're gonna do their little shenanigans with Marco Casper and hype him up, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. It's just the whole interview, the whole thing, and this and that. But Buffalo Sabres, who ended the season strong, on the clock next. We'll find out who they pick. I got Joachim Kemmel. We'll see what happens. And, folks, we will be right back. Folks, Buffalo Sabres are up. Pick is in. Can't wait to find out. Last 5 first-round picks was Owen Power, Owen Power, Isaac Rosen, Jack Quinn, Dylan Cousins, Ryan Johnson. Isaac Rosen and Ryan Johnson have not played any NHL games. We're going to see what happens. I like the Buffalo Sabres. I think they ended the season strong at the end of the year. They showed some grit. They showed some hope. And I'm not saying they're going to be a playoff team. I'm not saying all this crazy shit. I'm not going to do any crazy hot takes on the Buffalo Sabres. But I like what they showed me. They played with heart. They finished strong, especially when they got rid of Eichel. So, it's pretty funny. So what we're going to see right now, the management and the organization's walking up. And we'll go from there, folks. Seriously, I'm a little upset, and I don't want to ramble on and keep rambling about Islanders trading their 13th overall pick. I mean, I get it. They're kind of like, they made the 2 conference finals past in 2 years ago and whatnot, and the year after. But I don't know. It's like, that's the answer, Romanov? I don't know. I thought you could have maybe got to Brinkett and maybe added a ready player. I don't know who exactly and whatnot, but there's just I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I can't believe Matt Savoie still isn't taken. We'll find out. Maybe he gets taken right now. Maybe Connor Geeky gets taken. Kevin Adams looks like he's announcing the pick, and it looks like it's gonna be Matt Savoie, as I said here, folks. Member of the Winnipeg Ice, along with Connor Geeky. I think this is a great pick, actually, for the Buffalo Sabres. I think this is a great pick. This kid's awesome. Little on the smaller end. I'm surprised he dropped the 9th. But, listen, there was a lot of surprises this whole draft. So, 5'9", 175. Listen, he has a good awareness for the net. I don't think he's scared to go to the net, given his size. I don't think he's shying away or anything, but he's easy to box out. So, we'll see. I think he's a good fit for Buffalo. I really think so. I'm not just saying that because they picked him, and I like Buffalo, and I like what they did at the end of the season. But I think this kid's a stud. I think he's a problem. I think he's a menace. I think you got to watch out for him. I don't think you should discredit him, given him his size and everything. I think his skill set will make up for it. So we'll see. I think it's actually a great pick for the great pick and a great fit, actually. So maybe just as good as a fit as of Cutter Gauthier for the Philadelphia Flyers there. So we'll see. They're gonna do the whole parade here for Matthew Savoie, the whole jersey on the interview, and we will come back right after this for the next pick. We got the Anaheim Ducks coming up. I had Korchinski going. Now that he's gone, maybe we'll see Kemmel. Maybe we'll see Frank Nazar. Those are 2 forwards I named. But I'm thinking they're going to pick a D-man. And if there's going to be a D-man, I think they're going to pick Devin Matachuk. So, we'll see. It's going to be great. Looks like they're going to commercial break. We'll go to a little commercial break, even though there's no ads, there's no nothing here on this podcast. But we'll go from there, folks. I think they're going to go defense, considering the loss of Lindholm and Manson. I know Manson voiced that he would not mind going back at all. But we'll see. So stay tuned. I think Denton, Matt, and Chuck goes, and we'll go from there. So, folks, listen, we got the Anaheim Ducks. The pick is in. They're walking up, about to announce it. And I think Kevin Weeks just said, man, with them getting rid of Lindholm and Manson, I think they pick a defenseman here. So Pat Verbeek announcing the pick. It looks like. See who they go with. We will find out in about less than 30 seconds unless they do a crazy speech. Here we go. Saginaw Spirit, we got Pavel Mitnyakov. All right. Listen, you can't go wrong. These are arguably, this and Denton Matachuk are arguably the best two defensemen left available, unless they're, projected wise and all this stuff. So we'll see what happens. I think it's the right move. I think it's the right move going forward. I think it's the right move given the fact that they do need defense now. And we'll go from there. I think, I know Jack Farris mentioned about them, the Ducks picking Connor Geekie due to the fact that they would need to replace Getzlov. I'm actually surprised Getzlov dropped this low. And if Connor... Did I just say Getzlov dropped this low? I meant to say Connor Geekie dropped this low. But listen, folks, I think that if... it's tough. If the Sharks and the Columbus Blue Jackets don't pick, Connor Geekie, and then the Islanders still have Connor Geekie available, I'm going to be really upset. Well, listen, I know the Islanders traded away their pick. I'm just saying if the Islanders were there still and Connor Geekie was made available, I'm going to be very upset. But listen, prove me wrong. I could be fucking being so relieved and grateful come November that Romanov is fucking a stud, and I'm so happy we traded our 13th overall pick for him. Who knows? You know what I mean? We'll see. Pavel Mitnyakov, good for him. 6'1", 197 from Russia. Saginaw Spirit member. We'll see. Listen, I think he's going to gel there. He's all around pretty solid. Good mobile D-man. And we'll go from there, honestly. Folks, we got the San Jose Sharks going on. Next pick. They're a little bit of a mess. They could use a D-man, too. I know they got Carlson. I know they got Brent Burns. But they could use a D-man, too. I wonder if they do pick that Matachuk. That's who I had as their pick. So we'll find out, and we'll go from there. I have Frank Nazar going in the 12th pick there for the Blue Jackets, and hey, we'll go from there. So, very curious to where Brad Lambert goes now. I was very high on him going to the New York Islanders due to the relation with Lane Lambert, but unless there's a trade happen, doesn't look like it's going to happen. So, folks, we'll be back. They're at a commercial break. PuckHouse goes to a little commercial break. One day we will go to a real commercial break and make some money, maybe. Hold on. Put the AirPods in. Don't fucking exit out the app. Just fast forward it, because, folks, when you listen to this, it will not be live. I know we hyped it up being live, but that's okay. All right, folks, we will be back. Folks, we got a big trade here. Arizona traded away their 27th pick, 34th overall pick, and the 45th overall pick to get pick 11 from the San Jose Sharks. Big change up, big shake up. Just talking about how the Sharks were going to fucking draft Denton Matachuk. I wonder who the Arizona Coyotes got on their radar. Going to be very interesting. I wonder if it's Frank Nazar. I know they already got I know they got Logan Cooley. They got a center there, but you can move Nazar to the wing. I don't think it's really outrageous to do. I really can't wait. It shows that they're on the clock. It shows that they're not too sure. You'd think that they would be locked in, ready to go. I know it's only been fucking 15 seconds so far, but we'll see. And we'll go from there, really. Folks, listen, this is interesting. This is one of the craziest drafts. I can't wait to edit this out and edit out all the blanks so it runs smooth and whatnot, but I'm enjoying this. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you ladies and gentlemen here listening, if you ever listen. Shout out to the folks in San Jose. Shout out to the folks in Belgium who actually listen. I looked at the listener stats and everything. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate everybody who listens, no matter what, whether I know them or I don't know them. Rick Adams, and I know I could speak on behalf of Jack Farris for this. We are much appreciated, and it really means a lot. We're gonna have merch coming soon, probably by the start of the off season. Not the off season, the regular season. Probably have some new merch. Actually, our first merch. Probably have some hats, maybe some T-shirts, maybe some sweatshirts. We'll see. We'll see how it plans out. We'll probably start with hats. If you're not hat guys, hat girls, we'll break out the T-shirts for you. But yeah, listen, Arizona Coyotes on the clock, showing that the pick is in. This is going to be great. I'm actually really curious. They picked Logan Cooley. I wonder if they go grab Denton Matachuk. I wonder if they do, just given the fact that, hey, they could use some defense. So we'll go from there, and we'll see how it plays out. It looks like they are walking up to the podium and then getting all assembled here. So, we'll go from there. Maybe do they go for Liam Ogren, Philip Mazar? I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're going to go whoever's best available at this point. So, we'll see, folks, really. Another guy I want to mention is Isaac Howard. I think he's going to go in the top 15. I don't know where, but we'll go from there. Hey, listen, folks, if Joakim Kemmel goes to the Arizona Coyotes, I think he's NHL ready, given the shot power and the shot accuracy he's able to perform with. Would love to see a Joakim Kemmel and a Logan Cooley line. That would be fucking fun to see, fun to watch. Pretty excited for Arizona. I know they got their own arena issues and whatnot, but I feel like this is something to be really, really excited about. I think Logan Cooley is going to be a big problem. I think he's going to be a big problem, and I just don't see... honestly, this is such a strong draft class. I think almost like the whole top 10 is going to be a problem. So, get familiar with these names, folks. Get familiar with these names. I'm not going to sit here and say everybody's going to be a fucking phenomenal athlete and phenomenal fucking, standout superstar, but I think Krasinski's going to be a problem. I think Jurasek's going to be a problem. I think Logan Cooley is going to be a problem. I think Slavkovsky is going to be a problem. I think Shane Wright's going to be a problem. I don't think that's any groundbreaking news. I don't think that's anything outlandish. So I would love to see Connor Geekie also on the Arizona Coyotes. So we'll find out. They are here. They are opening. Opening. They are walking up. It looks like they're going to open the announcement and see what pick it is. And here we go, folks. Let's listen in, and hopefully I don't get copyright strike, and we'll see. Connor Geekie! Look at that, folks. Connor Geekie going to the fucking Arizona Coyotes. I fucking love it. I really love it a lot. I really, really love it. Listen, this is a guy, I'm so high on Connor Geekie. I'm really, really, really happy about this because he's a big body forward. I think this is what Arizona's missing, a big body bruiser who can also contribute offensively. He's not just a goon. He is not just a grinder. He is able, more than willing to go to the net, not be scared. 6'3", 6'4", 195, 200-pound forward. And he's got legs, folks. He's got legs. He's not one of these fucking scarecrows that are just fucking gliding out there. So it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great to see. I really like this pick. I really, really like this pick, folks. I'm really high up on this. Nice suit that this kid's wearing. Love his flow. I know that's not hockey related, but listen, this is awesome. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I really like it. Logan Cooley, Connor Geekie, up the middle. I don't see these guys not playing in the NHL right away. I mean, it's the Coyotes, for fuck's sake, And I don't want to take a giant shit on the Coyotes, but I mean, really, well, what else do you got to lose? What else do you really, honestly, got to lose if you play him on the third line and then Cooley on the second line? Maybe move him to the wing. I'm sure he'll get second power play minutes along with Cooley. This is a team that just needs anything to put fans in the stands. They need anything to make things happen. I'm not saying they're going to be there game one, but I think through thorough evaluation, through thorough testing, I think they will be NHL ready to go by November, and we'll go from there, folks. We got the Columbus Blue Jackets on the clock. Coming up, wonder who they pick. I still got Joakim Kemmel up here. I wonder if they go with him with another winger. I don't think so. I think they're gonna pick Frank Nazar. We'll see, folks. We're going to take a quick commercial break, even though it's not really a commercial, and we will go from there. The pick is in for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Denton Matachuk going there. I like it. I actually like it a lot, folks. Now, this is a guy who is not the biggest defenseman, but he makes up for it. This guy's a leader. I mean, if you watch him play, this guy is not scared of contact given the stature that he has. So, we'll go from there. He has a good wrist shot from the point, good slap shot from point, very accurate. He definitely contributes to the rush. He's not scared, but he's reliable. So that's why I think he's a solid two-way guy. I think he's a good pick. By all means, I don't think this is a guy who is just going to walk right in. Hey, if he does, that's fucking awesome. Good for him. Prove me wrong. I really hope he does. I hope he flourishes. I think he has... I think this kid... Denton Matachuk, I think he's the jack of all trades. I think he's able to contribute on offense. I think he's the best two-way defenseman in this draft. And you could call me a fucking psychopath, but I think he is. Numbers don't lie, number one. And number two, you watch the film, he plays defensively. He is not scared to go into the corners, do the job, win the puck battle, break out pass. Done. So, we'll see. I think he's NHL ready, if not today. If not right now, this year, I think he will definitely be in next year. I really don't think, I think this is a great pick. I really don't see this being fucked up or anything. I really don't see this being a reach and it's a bust. I like this kid. Again, I think, if you think so highly, why didn't he get picked higher? Look who was picked before him, is all I'm going to say. So, folks, we got the Chicago Blackhawks up next. They got it from Islanders, I guess from Montreal, then the Islanders, then Montreal. But we'll see what happens, and this is going to be great. This is going to be fun to see. On the clock, starting now, Chicago Blackhawks, stay tuned. Wonder who they pick. Do they get Joachim Kemmel? If they get Joachim Kemmel, I have a feeling Patrick Kane is done. I think he gets traded. Where does he get traded? I don't know. I'm not sitting here going to say Joachim Kemmel's NHL ready to go right now, right this second, but I don't know who takes on Kane's contract. I don't know every team in the league situation. I think he does not go to a bottom feeder. I think he's going to go where somebody is a contender, but you got to figure out that cap space. Do they retain the cap space, the salary cap that Patrick Kane provides? So we'll see. We'll find out, and we will be right back, folks. Folks, the Chicago Blackhawks pick is in, and they pick Frank Nazar. You know what? I like it. I like it a lot. USA kid, going to Chicago. I think this kid's going to flourish there. You got to wonder, does Taves get moved? I'm not saying this kid's going to walk in and play on the first line. I'm not saying that. I know I'm repeating myself, you got to wonder about the contracts and all this stuff, and it's a lot of financial stability that goes into it, but I really got to go. Gotta go. Not yet. 2 picks I will, though. Can't wait. No, I'm just kidding, folks. But, no, you got to wonder. Listen, it's an undersized centerman, 5'10", 175, but I don't think it's anything crazy. I don't think it's anything outlandish that he got picked to Chicago, given their needs and whatnot. I think Frank Nazar is pretty solid from what I saw. It's what's sketchy is that these guys are in total rebuild, right? So this team is not going to be good anytime soon. I'm not trying to talk shit. It's just being realistic and whatnot. So do these prospects get frustrated? I mean, they got to understand, and I was saying last episode that, the good thing about these kids going to these rebuild teams that there's a little bit less pressure, maybe a little bit less expectations. Maybe this team is a little bit more. I mean, maybe these kids are a little bit more patient with the team, being that they are, maybe not the face of the franchise, but given maybe something like Nazar's not the face of the franchise, but given the fact that they are going to, be a part of the rebuild and whatnot, be an important piece and all this stuff. So we'll see. It's going to be really interesting how it plays out. I always say that. And we'll go from there. Frank Nazar, part of the Chicago Blackhawks organization. I like it. I think it's a good pick. You can't go wrong, and go from there. Honestly, they got a true centerman in the future here. I think so, and I don't know. I can't see it being a bust. I really can't. I'm pretty high up on him. I do like him a lot. He's good. He gets the scoring areas. You know, he has a good nose for the net. He's definitely a playmaker. I would say that. You know, more of a playmaker than a finisher, more of a distributor. But that's fine. That's what you need. You know, he's the type of guy I think that's going to make everybody good around him, along with guys like Sheen, Wright, and Cooley. So we'll see. Again, I think this is a very strong draft class, and we'll go from there, folks. We got Winnipeg Jets coming up, and I really wonder who they pick. I want to say they're going to go with Joakim Kemmel. And I've been saying this the past fucking 6 picks, but Joakim Kemmel being this low, I mean, it's crazy. I think Brad Lambert's not in the top 15. Really interested to see where the Canucks pick. We'll go from there, folks. Listen, on the clock, Winnipeg Jets. Can't wait to see. Can't wait to find out. We'll go from there. I think Lekkerimaki is going to go to the Buffalo Sabres at the 16th pick. But could be totally wrong, folks. Let's see. Let's talk about it. Can't wait. Be right back. Folks, we got the Winnipeg Jets on the clock. Pick is in. We're waiting for them to walk up and do their whole shenanigans right now. Real quick, just want to touch base on Chicago. I think Seth Jones is going to get traded. And I know they just got signed him. I know they just got acquired and whatnot, but I think he's going to get... I think they're in total rebuild mode. Not that this is breaking news. I think that's going to happen. I think they're going to trade Taves. I think Kane will stay until the trade deadline, and that he will be dealt at the deadline, given the circumstances of cap and whatnot. So, that's my take. We got the Winnipeg Jets. Pick is in. Runter McGrody? No way. We'll see, folks. I really want to know. I think they're going to go with Joakim Kemmel. I think they might go with maybe, I don't know, maybe Lekkerimaki. We're going to see. Kevin Cheveldayoff, never take a day off, working the phones, making the selection. I can't wait to find out who it is, and it's going to be...
I'd like to acknowledge our season ticket members who are...
All right. Sorry about that, folks. Hopefully we don't get copyright strike. But
And with the 14th pick,
14th pick.
Winnipeg Jets are proud to select from the U.S. National Development Program, Rutger McGroarty.
Rutger McGrody. I literally said it the first time. Not the first time, just before. I'm sorry, folks. I don't want to get here and say I said it. So, but listen, I think this is a great fucking pick. Jack Farris called it going in the first round, but he said 15 to 20. So, listen, I like it. I actually like it. I like this. Get familiar with this name. Get familiar with Rutger McGroarty. This kid is a hard-nosed player, not afraid. He's very quick. He has a very strong slap shot. This kid is going to flourish, I believe. I think if he just remains healthy, just like anybody else in the world, I think if he just keeps at it and keeps his game playing and just don't never take a day off, like Cheveldayoff, and just keep it going, I think the sky's the limit for this kid. I really do think that. I think this kid's a true sleeper. I don't think this kid was on anybody's radar, hence why Jack Farris mentioned him as well. And we will go from there, honestly. That's what I got. I really like this fit. I really do. This is a good pick, folks. This is a very good pick. I'm a big fan of this, and we will go from there. We got Vancouver Canucks coming up. This is a team me and Jack Farris have not spoke about much about, and very interested in where they go. I really think they should use a guy like Joe. I think they're going to pick a forward. I know they need defense, but they could make a deal with Mr. John Klingberg here. So, listen, I think they're going to pick Lekkerimaki, maybe Joakim Kemmel, and they're debating on who goes where next. I think Buffalo is going to pick, Kemmel or Lekkerimaki, whatever, who is available. So, I'm picking, I think, honestly, for Vancouver, I think Joakim Kemmel goes, and then for Buffalo, I'm thinking Lekkerimaki, and we will end the podcast, and we will go from there. and then me and Jack Farris will give our whole first round, post-draft, post-wrap-up, and dive into the NHL free agency. So that's what we'll do. Folks, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back. Folks, we got the Vancouver Canucks 15th overall pick. The pick is in. It's going to be pretty interesting how it all plays out. Do they pick Seamus Casey? That's going to be another one that actually I should have mentioned before. They do need another mobile defenseman, and that would be pretty cool to see. I know he's a little bit undersized. I do know that. I was pretty high up on him, but I did some more research. I think he would drop, and I think it would be a little bit of a reach if the Islanders did get him, but I was very high on Connor Geekie. I kept mentioning Connor Geekie or Seamus Casey for the Islanders, but yeah, that was before podcast and everything. We talked about the draft, just doing my own research here. But Islanders, out of the question, don't even need to talk about them. But little quick stat I want to mention is Romanov, and I don't know much about him. He had 227 hits, folks. That's pretty good. Listen, also, he brings that physical presence to the island, right? Okay, real quick, number one thing, plus minus, shit stat, very subjective, very debatable, but -9 on a fucking really shitty team. So, we'll tackle that post-draft, do all this stuff, tons to talk about, folks, tons and tons of content to talk about. I cannot wait. The pick is in. Patrick Alvin of the Canucks, general management, drafting Jonathan Lekkerimäki. I think it's a good fit. I think it's a really good fit. I actually like this a lot. And I know I had it a little bit reversed. I think Lekkerimäki was going to go to Buffalo, but I did say that it's between Kemmel and Lekkerimäki. I do like it. I think that he brings in some explosiveness to the Vancouver Canucks. I think this guy dropped a little bit. I think he's going to be a big problem, to be honest with you, because this kid has a nice shot. He's a righty, so, you know, he is a little bit of a sniper, I should say. You know, for some reason, these right shot guys have these just unreal shots.
I think this is a great one for the Vancouver Canucks.
I don't know. I just think this is great from what I've seen. I didn't think he would drop this low. I really didn't think so. I thought he would be a little bit higher. But that's good for the Vancouver Canucks that he dropped this low. I know it was a crazy draft. It was surprises all around. So I think this is good. I think that this is going to be a great blend for them. Is he NHL ready? Personally, I don't think you have much to lose if you're Vancouver. I don't think you might. I don't know. I don't think you're going to lose much. I bet you they do the 8-game trial, maybe send him to the AHL, maybe send him back to juniors. I think this kid will start off in the minors. I think he might play up and down given injuries and all that stuff, but listen, the kid's a gold medalist, you know, in the U18 World Championship. You know, it's you know, for the 2022 obviously, but I don't know. I think you could see some playing time for this kid. Again, I think this is a very strong class. And I'm not saying every pick and every fucking player is going to play right away. I mean, for a team like Vancouver, I could see him playing at least 20 games. So, that's all I got, folks. You got Buffalo on the clock. They're going to commercial break. I might not even touch up on it. We'll touch base with it on the next episode unless I keep rambling and it comes back on and they announce Joakim Kemmel and whatnot. But, all jokes aside, folks, this was a crazy draft. It was crazy all over the place because Jack Farris wasn't here. Rick Adams had to hold it down. Not that I don't mind. I mind doing this. I mean, I don't mind doing this. This is for the sake of the podcast. This is for my listeners, our listeners. This is for the PuckHouse listeners here. So, you know, pretty funny episode, I would say. Never did a solo one before. My people, I hope my people tune in that are avid listeners. And again, listen, folks, this is if anybody wants to call in on the post draft, give us your thoughts. You know where to call. You got my number. Hit us up on JR PuckHouse on Instagram. Again, that's at JR PuckHouse. And that's it. JR PuckHouse. We can't fit the AND. We can't fit the N symbol. All that stuff. We're going to make a Twitter soon. We're going to do that. We got that going on in the works. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our channels, J and R's, J with the N symbol, R apostrophe S, PuckHouse. Listen, folks, this is awesome. NHL Draft 2022, bunch of young guns, very surprising. Shane Wright going to Seattle Kraken. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm a little speechless. I think I need to gather my thoughts. I need to sleep on it. I'm going to go to Pennsylvania. I got a fucking 4-hour drive tomorrow, visit some family. And, folks, I think that's about it. We did just come back from commercial break. You still got the Buffalo Sabres on the clock. But, you know, if I you know, keep rambling on here, I'll announce the pick. But we'll know by tomorrow anyway. So, nonetheless, folks, it's really all I got. It's Rick Adams logging out. J&R's PuckHouse. You could arguably call it R's PuckHouse right now because it's just Rick. But, folks, where's Jack? Somebody find Jack. Where is he? Alright, folks, that's about it. I know the pick is in. I think they're going to pick Joachim Kemmel, but we could start it off next podcast about that, and we will go from there. Folks, I really appreciate you listening in. I really appreciate you tuning in if you decide to tune in. And we'll go from there, folks. Honestly, at the end of the day, that's it. That's all Rick's got. And you guys have a great weekend. And we will be back Monday with a Tuesday upload for all the PuckHouse listeners to enjoy. Next episode will be July 12th, folks. Wrapping up the draft, and we will go from there. All right? All right. It sounds good. Folks, that's it. Rick Adams is logging off, and we will go from there. Thank you for everybody who tunes in. Later.